Hey everyone, it's Steph. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about indie authors, specifically 5 indie romance authors who I'm going to recommend to you in this video. And the reason I'm focusing on independent authors today is that because they self-publish, a lot of times they don't have the same marketing resources that big publishing houses do, so I want to make sure they get some extra attention and love in today's video. With that being said, here are 5 indie authors that I've been reading lately and thoroughly enjoying, some of which I've mentioned before. A few of them I've just read within the last week, so I wanted to share them with you. First up, we have Courtney Keisel. She writes dystopian young adult romance. We have The Rejected King, and then we have The Promised Prince. There's a 3rd book coming out on April 26th, so I'm really excited to read that, and I've seen this raved about so much online, especially on Bookstagram, that I really wanted to check it out, and I'm so glad I did because the world building is really great. The writing style is really great. You're swept up in these characters, where their stories are going, and as the series is continuing, we're starting to see more political upheaval and unrest, very similar in style to the Selection series, and I have not found many books like the Selection series that I enjoy as much, so I was super excited to find this. The first book especially reminded me a lot of the beginning of the Selection. The story changes and morphs into a very original and unique and fun story. This takes place 250 years in the future. Really great story. I've thoroughly enjoyed. I definitely binge read both of these in like a few days. They're so good, so well written, and if you go to the author's page, at least right now, she has a free ebook copy that you can download from her website of The Rejected King. So that's really great if you want to give that a try, and then you can keep reading with The Promised Prince before the 3rd one, The Stolen Princess, comes out on April 26th. So really looking forward to that, and definitely an author that is going to be like on my automatically, whatever she comes out with next, I'm definitely going to check out because I really enjoyed her work that much. Next up we have Deborah Hathaway. Deborah Hathaway writes Regency romance stories that take place in England. A lot about Cornwall in the Regency era. She's done a lot of research there, and if you follow her on Instagram you can see pictures from her trip there, which is really cool. It's neat to see the history that she's discovered by visiting that location as well as by doing research about it, and that's what her stories are about. If you've seen Poldark, then this is the same setting where we have stories that take place in Cornwall on the coast of England, and we get to see these great stories, really great characters. I love her Cornwall series. I've read the novella and then books 1 and 2, which are all fantastic. The 3rd one just came out recently, so I still have to get to that one. I've read her Christmas stories when I've talked about back in December. The 2 Christmas stories that she's written are also fantastic. So I thoroughly enjoy her writing style. I really enjoy her characters, and I get swept up in their romances. So definitely something that I'm going to always keep an eye out for with this author about what she's coming out with next, because it's so well written and so enjoyable. Next up we have Emma St. Clair. I've talked about her contemporary romance stories on here before. She has multiple books out. Actually, I checked on Goodreads the other day and she has a lot of books out. I've only read her Love Clichés series so far, what's been published, and you've seen me talk about them in some of my other videos, but definitely not an author I want to leave out this list because she's so great. Her writing style, the humor, the heart to her characters, and very enjoyable stories to get caught up in. Next we have D.M. Drake. She is a contemporary romance author. I just recently read the 3rd book in her Carrington series, and this was really fun because we deal with a family dynamic. From the first moment I started the 3rd book in this series, I felt like these characters were real and relatable and living and breathing characters. Does that make sense? Like sometimes it takes you a while to feel like you buy into the stories and the characters when you start a new book, but in this case, like from the first page, they just felt very real. I was into the story, I was into the romance, and I was interested to see, you know, how the story unfolded. So this is considered a novella, I believe. Great story. 2 really sweet characters, and it was so great to see the development of their story throughout this book, where we have a guy who ends up joining a family he didn't know he had, and he meets a woman in the family business who has some troubles with an ex-boyfriend, finding identity and a place to belong, and people to love and support you throughout the hardships of life, how all those elements come together throughout this story. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye out for more books by this author. Last but not least, we have Sarah Adams. I know I've talked about her on my channel before, but I didn't want to leave her off of this list. She has some historical romance books, which are excellent. That's what I read first. And then she has the contemporary romance books, which she has been writing more recently. Both are great. The 2 are quite different. The contemporary romances have a lot of humor, a lot of funny moments, definitely a very modern setting and storytelling. The Regency stories have a bit more properness and politeness, but really great character development throughout all her stories. and really great compelling characters. Like, you feel invested in them, you want to know more about them, and you were invested in their story and finding out what happens. So definitely something I really have enjoyed getting to explore within her books, and all of these authors I have only learned about within the past 6 months. So through Instagram, Goodreads, and through word of mouth, I've been able to talk with book friends and learn about lots of great authors, and I'm sure there are many more, so definitely leave me a comment below and let me know your favorite indie authors so we can share the support and the love for indie authors and check out more great books. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon in my next video. Have a great day!